Welcome back to City Beat from the Las Vegas City Council chambers. You know, we hope here at Channel 2 that you're becoming familiar with our Open for Business, Discover the Fun, and Inside Vegas segments. Right now, we have an Open for Business segment that takes us to the OrangeTheory Fitness studio in Centennial Hills. You know, there are a lot of great gyms and fitness programs in our city. This one seems to be catching on like wildfire. And right now, we're going to find out why it seems to have staying power.
My name is Keith. I'll be your coach this morning. As always, any injury restrictions, let me know inside. Picking some safe options. Today's ESP workout, so it's a mix of endurance, strength, and power.
And that is how each hour-long workout here at OrangeTheory Fitness begins at the Centennial Hills studio. Well, that and
High fives on the way in, right to work. Let's go. We got this. Come on.
Members take their place to start either on the treadmill, the rower, or the floor to warm up.
Make sure that whole body's involved. 60% leg strength, 20 with your lean, 20 with your pull. Help increase your heart rate, get you up to your base pace.
That's before the real work begins.
Power walkers, we're back to 5% or greater. Runners and joggers add 1 to 2 miles per hour for this base speed in 3, 2, 1. Push, take it up. Come on, 2 minutes.
As the hour progresses, they rotate between the 3 stations to get a full body cardio and strength workout. On the surface, this may just look like any group workout, but Coach Keith Collins says there are several things combined here that make OrangeTheory Fitness unique.
Number one is probably our team camaraderie. People here, I see them talking every day, hanging out. They hang out on the weekend, and I think they've been friends for years, and they met 2 months ago at the studio. So that really helps motivate people. Having a fit group of friends helps you motivate. You come to the gym. Besides that, it's always led by an instructor, so it's a group atmosphere. But when I'm in there, it's almost like having a personal trainer, because I'm walking around the weight room floor constantly, helping out with people's form.
Each participant is also wearing a heart monitor that keeps track of their heart rate, which is reflected on these screens overhead, along with their name. Gray zone is pretty much sedentary. Blue is moving at an easy pace. Green is something you could do for about 30 minutes or so. It's considered your base pace. Now, when you get into orange, it's supposed to be physically challenging. And red is what the team calls all out. Most people get to that rate, and it's not discouraged, but it is time to check in with yourself. And if you're feeling too challenged, it is time to back off. The minutes spent in orange, thus the name OrangeTheory, and red add up to the all-important splat points.
We focus on zones 3, 4, and 5. It's going to be the green, orange, and red zone. The splat points are the time you spend in your orange or red zone of your heart rate, so different percentages towards your max. And we're looking at least 12. That way you're getting that afterburn effect of up to 36 hours. Basically, you're burning extra calories while your body recovers from the intensity of the workout.
Intervals, mixing cardio and resistance, keeping track of your heart rate, coaches that patrol the room calling out the commands, and checking form. This may just sound like the latest fad in exercise. But there's another aspect here that is less tangible. It's a feeling of being part of a team consisting of skilled coaches and fellow participants who encourage and never judge. And it is no exaggeration to say it can change lives.
This is the first time in my life I've actually enjoyed an experience enough to keep wanting to come back, to promote my own health, and keep pushing myself further to see what I could do.
Jared Burris received a diagnosis that caught him by surprise, but it also finally explained why he was always tired and dragging. His wife suggested he try this to battle the fatigue and hopefully get a better night's sleep.
For me, part of that catalyst of change was diagnosed with sleep apnea beginning of last year. And for me, it was sort of a shocker to my system. I didn't think someone my age could have sleep apnea. When I started sleeping more and actually having the energy to do something, I wanted to focus it on something positive that would actually give back to my life and make it more positive.
Now, he is in no way saying this is a cure. But for him, it was the right program and atmosphere he needed to simply get back on track to a healthier life. He says if he doesn't make it here at least 3 or 4 times a week, he feels like he's missing out on something that has become a very important aspect of his life.
I'm more active with my kids. I can walk up my stairs and not feel like I'm out of breath, even at the end of the day. There's the little daily things you don't think about that are impactful And then when you come to a place like this and you push yourself, suddenly those things become easier and the world opens up.
Jared admits he was a little intimidated to start. He thought this was only for advanced athletes. But he walked in and found all ages and all abilities. And it didn't take long before he realized here, everyone fits in.
We have modifications for every age group, every fitness level. That's another thing that's really cool about it. Like we have 15-year-old sons that work out with their mom and dad, so they all can take the same workout and they all give a great workout because it's based on your individual heart rate. Our very last class, we just had a member celebrate her 61st birthday, and she was just telling me after she started out as a power walker, now she can run on the treadmill, so it's never too late to make those fitness improvements.
The philosophy of everyone belonging is not only found in the studio with Keith and the other two coaches, Amanda and Nikki. It starts at the front desk, where the team theme is a must.
If we're not going to be gelling as a team, we can't promote that. It can't be a lie at the front desk. It has to be natural. So that's what we're going for when we're making the hires. We all hang out outside. We do staff events.
As for Jared, Orangetheory is now a family affair. His wife is still devoted, and now he has his mom on board.
You may not have a background in athletics. You may not have a background in being the most in shape. But coming here, you can be that person. You can change your life. You can change your mental outlook to be positive, to further other things in your life, and it kind of can start here.
There are over 1,000 OrangeTheory Fitness studios across the country. There are 7 here in the Las Vegas area. Now, they're all independently owned, but you will find the same energy and teamwork at every single studio. My very first experience with OrangeTheory was at the Spring Valley studio on Rainbow, and the coaches and the staff are just as great there as they are at all of the studios.